that's me. Today we are doing a time travel mission. Not really, kind of. Let me start by telling a really interesting story. I was walking through a store, the start to every thrilling story, and I saw somebody on the shelf, not somebody, something, and I recognized it as a slightly updated version of a product that I had experienced
a while back.
It's this. Oops. Way back when, in the beginning of my channel, I did a video reviewing this craft kit. It's the same brand, but it looks a little bit different. I don't know if they've updated the contents or the process or anything else about it. I just know that the packaging looks a little bit fresher and newer, and it's been like 7 years. I remember the first time I used this kit, I was so frustrated. It was not a good experience. Really? This is not going well. Turned out terrible. Voila, a masterpiece. Bad. But it's been 7 years. I have a little bit more experience with clay. I'm old now. I've done things. Maybe I'm more qualified for a child's clay kit. This is a toy version of a pottery wheel, essentially. I mean, it's supposed to work like a real pottery wheel, but just smaller. I've never used a real pottery wheel before. Includes tools to create the perfect pot. We'll see about that. I don't do a whole lot of craft kits anymore. This used to be something that I would do regularly on my channel. It's not that serious. I'm not going into review mode. I'm just gonna play with the kit. Just a small disclaimer there. So 7 years ago at this point, I made this video. I thought maybe it would be good to start out by watching it and just seeing what my experience was. Just rest. My hair looks so shiny in this video, I will say. Look at that deep side part. I kind of miss it. It's like the only thing that I've changed in the last 7 years is like where I part my hair, and I'm getting weirdly nostalgic about it. Okay. I've seen enough. Let's do this. Okay.
Hi, guys.
Coming at me already. Oh, I recognize these. Ew, looks quite similar to what I've seen before. Oh my gosh, there's so much in here.
Oh.
I'm gonna throw up. Okay. Tools and paint. I won't need those for a while. Oh, what is this? Oh, this is the little pedal. I think I want to use the pedal. I do remember the pedal. This is the actual pottery wheel, and it looks very similar to how it looked back in the day. I got 2 blocks of clay. In my original video, the clay was extremely tough and hard, so hopefully I'll have a better experience this time. Instructions. Let me do some studying. Oh, I don't know why reading instructions is so hard for me. I just hate it so much. Okay, seems pretty straightforward. I think I got it, yeah. I feel like the instructions have improved from the time that I used it originally, minus the catastrophic rainbow. Thank you, just had to include that. Pretty good instructions, I think. I do need batteries. Come on.
I want to play with my toy.
Okay. Exhausting. Cool. Does it turn on? Ah! Okay. You know what? Let me try the pedal out. Plug it in. Well, this is ready to go. I have a little mat. First step is you gotta warm up the clay. Oh, it's a different color than it was. This actually feels not too bad. I mean, it's like decently soft. It's definitely a little bit dry though, so we definitely want to
add a little water.
I actually don't know what I'm doing right now. Knead the clay until it's smooth. Okay. Get it nice and gooey. Are we going for gooey? Mold the clay into your ball. Not into your ball, into a ball. I can do that.
Do you like that? Do you approve of my ball?
I hope this stuff doesn't stain, because this is the first time I'm wearing this shirt. I don't actually think I'm gonna use the pedal just because my seat is up really high and it's like kind of inconvenient for me to like reach my foot all the way down to the ground. Place the clay into the center of the wheel. Done. We are doing great. So now we just make a little indent into the center. It's not a good time to have long nails. We're gonna need to really just go crazy with the water. And then you just start to form it as the wheel is spinning. So let's try. so it's struggling. We can hear it. I feel like I want to make it bigger though. Like this is really small. Hair. I'm gonna do this with a slightly larger amount of clay. And this I think we use to kind of like create the opening. Oh no. Definitely doing a lot of slipping and sliding. I'm feeling like it's almost easier to just make it by hand. Like, what is this wheel actually accomplishing for us? Let's just keep trying. Okay, I made a little more progress. The edges are real wonk. It's looking like some sort of vessel. Okay. I feel like it took me all day to get something even this good the first time, and I've only been sitting here for like 20 minutes. So, is it user error? I don't know that the wheel is all that different, but the clay is significantly nicer. I mean, look at it. Is it beautiful? Kind of. I think you're supposed to trim. This is disgusting. Oh, the nasty little paint pots that come in every freaking craft kit. I will not be using that paint. I'm too old for that. Spin the wheel and hold the flat slanted edge of your clay cutter against the top edge of your pottery. I think you're supposed to trim the top, possibly with this little number. Ooh. Oh no. Okay, never mind. That did not work. Maybe you're supposed to do it still. Oh, that's not working either. I'm just gonna keep working. I have a problem. The top of this is just a mess, and I cannot figure out how to get it neater. Oh, it's getting worse. I am growing increasingly concerned. I don't know how to fix the top of this. How do I get rid of the wonkiness? What did I just do to it? Okay, I'm starting to panic. Maybe this isn't any easier than it was last time. What is this?
I can't do this.
Where is the clay going? We have to add more because where is it going? It's evaporating. I'm basically starting over right now. No. It's eating it.
It's eating it. No.
This is not good. Oh, this is not good. It's so
Sticky.
I'm starting again. We have recovered. So I think I did learn, first of all, stop panicking. You're an idiot and you're making it worse. Second, I think I was using a little bit too much pressure. You really don't have to pinch and push very hard at all if you just make like tiny adjustments with your hands. Also, I kept this thing wet. My hands, wet. The pot, goo level wet. That seemed to help a little bit too. Here I have one kind of even-ish, very basically shaped pot, and that's all I asked for. So I'm gonna stop messing with it because I am confident that I will ruin it. It is super gooey right now, so I'm not gonna try to move it because it'll just fall apart if I try to move it. It needs to firm up a little bit. So maybe while I'm waiting for it to firm up, I can kind of sculpt some little details to add onto it. Maybe like some little flower petals. Oh yeah, that's not gonna hold. Maybe I need to wait until it firms up a little bit more. Okay, I took a break to wash my hands, admire them. I still have clay underneath my fingernails. I think I want to sculpt some leaves as well and like decorate the bottom with some little leaves. Just like make this whole pot look like a flower. I don't have any of the things that I made in that original video anymore. I think they all got broken. I've never broken anything that I've made from clay except for the things that I made in that video. Okay. This died. Hopefully this will hold up a little bit better. I feel like pottery is too high skill of a thing to have just like a kit. This is why they have classes for this kind of thing. I sculpted some little leaves on there. Are they cute? Are they not? I don't know. But I do know that this pot is just way too wet. As much as I want to just finish this right now, I'm gonna have to walk away from it. It's getting close to lunchtime anyway, so I'm just gonna go eat lunch. Okay, Okay, I'm back. I had a few little product related questions I had to answer and had a quick lunch, and this thing still looks incredibly mushy. I'm just gonna see if I can kind of attach these very gently. This is definitely not as neat and smooth as I like my clay stuff to be. I'm trying to be really delicate with it. I need to move this at some point. You can use this little string to just like slide underneath to kind of detach it, but I am terrified to try to pick this thing up. I heard you fiddling around with the door, but nice try. Do you remember this?
I do. That's when we were in the basement, and you tried out a craft kit and you had some difficulties with it.
Yes.
You claimed you'd never be a clay sculptor and stuff like that, and yet now you sculpt blobs incessantly.
Yes. I have been waiting and waiting for this thing to firm up enough to move, but it is just so wet and mushy. I know if I try to move it, it's just gonna mush together and I'm gonna ruin it. So it really has to stay here for who knows how long. I think this is probably gonna be the only thing I'm able to make. I guess when I did this the first time, the clay was firm enough where I could move it and I was able to make multiple things in one day. I don't know if I overdid it with the water, so I'm gonna let it do its thing, and I'll see you when I see you. Hello, it's the next day. Update. Anyone want an update? I left it overnight, and developments, there's been an earthquake. There's a huge crack. I do remember last time the clay also cracked pretty bad, so I kind of expected it. I don't know if that's my fault or the clay's fault. I'm gonna try to just get it off of this plate now. I can sit in a chair. Got a string. This is not the one that came with the kit, but it is a string. This is delicate. The leaves have completely cracked off. This clay feels quite crumbly. I did grab some sandpaper and I'm gonna just try to sand down the bottom a little bit. I think it's still not dry. Maybe I got a little carried away with the water. I mean, like, it's almost still moldable. I'm gonna go ahead and repair the leaves. They're glued back on. I'm gonna let that dry. Okay, it's been a few hours that I've been waiting for this thing to dry. I actually used some puffy paint to try to patch on these leaves even better. Puffy paint is my crutch and my love. I can see that the petals, the color is getting lighter where it dries. Inside the pot though, it's still a pretty dark color. Clearly, it's still not dry. I can't wait any longer. I'm gonna go ahead and start painting regardless. I've already chosen some nice cute colors for the color scheme of this, so I'm just gonna get into the painting. So I started with the inside of the pot, which I made a nice bright yellow, and then I started adding a pink around the outside to make it look like a flower.
Nice, cute pink flower.
Painted the leaves green, and then started adding some nice blending and shading into it just to give it a little bit more dimension and make it look a little more nice. Give it some depth, give it some interest. I added little spots to the inside of the flower, and here we are. There's the final painted pot. Wow.
Wow.
What can I say? So 7 years later, using the same kit, they actually improved it, which is incredible. Big fan of the improvements that they did make to this kit, so that's great. Still, is it the best pottery experience ever? Maybe not, you know, maybe not, but I feel like this was actually kind of fun, and I wasn't as frustrated this time as I was the first time I used this. I do end up with one piece, while last time I ended up with 3, but I feel like this is actually better and more detailed than the 3 pieces that I made the last time. Quality over quantity is pretty wonky. It's a little lopsided, it's a little lumpy and bumpy. I feel like from a distance, it's actually kind of cute, you know, like if you don't look at it super closely. Anyway, this was a fun experience. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I will see you next Friday. Bye.